Yo, it's Sucky Saturday, meaning another day of work. And after this week, I'm fucking exhausted, y'all. I really am. I at least slept better last night. But I still also feel like it wasn't enough. All I can say to that is thank God for coffee, or I'd be screwed. So yeah, my political video only got one view. Good. I don't really want a whole lot of people seeing it that are gonna hate on me anyway, so it is what it is. Still no mount for the Headless Horseman. However, I did get, which I didn't even know he dropped this year, because I don't go on the website and look to see all the drops. Because you already know I got the cosmetic set, because that was like the immediate first few or whatever it was. Was each time a piece of that set. And then of course I keep getting the broom, which I have the other broom that is usable outside of the event. And then I keep getting this stupid sinister squashling pet, which I already have a shit ton of from running the Headless Horseman multiple times in the past. I have too many of this freaking pet. I probably should just level one up and try to sell it, because if they're max level, I think they sell for more anyway. But yeah, I have too many sinister squashling pets. I need to go through all my pets and try to, like, move some over to the other server to sell, but cause I feel like stuff sells for a lot more over there. I did last night doing the Headless Horseman. Yeah, I know I haven't been streaming it because yesterday definitely was too exhausted, so it's just been crazy this week to be able to stream it every day. I really love to stream in the evenings more. I really would. But unfortunately, due to real life, that can't happen. It sucks. Because I definitely want to do more. But, on that note, I got one more week of hell at work, and then I'm on vacation. Streamiversary vacation, so I will be streaming pretty much every day that week. Monday might be the only day I don't. Now, what I did get, which I didn't know the loot-filled pumpkin dropped, was a dragon riding glyph for the green dragonflight mount. And it's basically the Headless Horseman's saddle. Well, they call it armor, but it's technically under the saddle collection, which has a jack-o'-lantern sticking out the back of it. So it's pretty freaking cool. And I was like, oh, sweet. I'm like, I'm gonna have to get on one of my alts and go set that to it. So yeah, it's pretty freaking cool. I don't know how to unlock all the different things to that. I have a bad feeling that it's involves doing dungeons and raids and stuff, and I'm like, yeah. Not my cup of tea anymore, because that's been pretty much ruined for me because people are assholes. But yeah. Another disappointing thing on WoW this month. It is literally all transmogs on the trading post. There are no mounts, no pets. It is all cosmetic stuff. And yes, I do like to transmog gear. I do. It is not a top priority for me. Collecting mounts is my top priority. I don't know. I just like collecting things. I have an obsession with collecting. Because let's just face it. There's one collection I've been collecting ever since I was a child that I have way too much of, and that's plushies. Speaking of which, the what's in the box fun. I gotta get back into doing those. I know I did the last one, I think, on here live. It's definitely a lot easier to do it live because then I don't have to export it and all that other bullshit. Because it really doesn't get views on Twitch, so I'm not going to bother, if I do it again, I'm not going to stream it on Twitch and then upload it. I'm just going to stream it here and then it'll be done. I definitely do want to do more. Maybe we'll do some during vacation. I do have an entire, giant trash can full of plushies, and some of those included are Beanie Babies, though I don't feel like they're really worth much because a lot of them are missing their tags, so I know they're definitely not worth much if they're missing tags. In fact, I'm probably, for the most part, with the Beanie Babies, except for the few I do have that I'm keeping, I'm pretty much going to dump them all at Goodwill. And I know a lot of people do that, and then people are like, holy crap, why are you going to do that? Like, well, if they don't have tags, I don't want them then. They're not worth anything. It's like, I want to keep collections that are valuable, whether sentimental or otherwise. Because, we do have a massive Pokemon card collection as well. Now that, we ain't getting rid of. And we also have a collection of really old little Pokemon toys, which actually came from my boyfriend's little sister. Because she knows that I won't get rid of stuff that easily. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a hoarder, but certain things like that we know are going to have value someday, literally, put it this way, all the Pokemon stuff that I have, cards, toys, plushes, whatever, if I put it all together and found out that it was worth $1 million, oh, I'd sell it like that. Only if it's worth $1 million, enough to really positively impact our lives. $1,000, no, not a chance in hell. And I know it's probably definitely more than that anyway, because we do have original set of cards, including a couple first editions and whatnot. But yeah, it's got to be worth a shit ton. Now, I'm more of a hoarder though lately when it comes to crafts, and yet the sad part is I come up with ideas for crafts, but to actually use them is a whole other ball game. That between work and life and doing this, the motivation's just really not there. And not so much the motivation, but more the time. There's just not enough hours in a day. If I didn't have to fucking sleep, then yeah, I'd probably do more crafty stuff. But unfortunately, sleep is an annoying necessity that a lot of times just leads to bad dreams and me waking up going, what the fuck was that? And making me really not want to sleep. It's only on that rare occasion that I have a good dream. And it sucks. It's if I could have good dreams every night, I'd be fine. But no. I'm not that lucky. I used to be. I used to have too many good dreams. Almost one a night now. I have a whole thing full of X-File dreams that I had because I was so obsessed with the show. I have and I crazily wrote them all down. Every time I had one, I would get up the next day and immediately freaking write it down. So literally, I have them all written down. So basically, if you think about it, Dreams that involve copyrighted characters and yourself being included are, in a sense, mind-created fanfics, but ones that your brain didn't really think up, only thunk up when you were sleeping. So you had no control over those dreams and their outcome. However, when you actually think of one, you can control the outcome, which is kind of weird. So what would that be called? A dream fanfic or something, maybe? I don't know. But sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that comes up with ones after watching like a movie that I really end up liking, and then incorporating myself with those characters. But trying to keep myself true to self. Like, I don't try to make myself better in any way for the most part. Like, I may add, like, one rare exception where, like, being with those characters would involve a certain college skill set that I don't have, obviously. And that's usually about as far as I go with that. Well, and maybe aside from the fact that maybe in that dream I'll pretend I'm rich, or in that fanfic I'll pretend I'm rich. It just all depends on what it is. Or I can just completely, most of the times I completely just put me in there as I am. But when I do it, I tend to write family out of it. Like I'm alone. So I don't know, how many of y'all just do that in your head, but like obviously never write it down? Because number one, having the time to write, that's the most important thing, having the time to actually write. Number two, because it's copyrighted characters you're using in your fanfic, why write it down? There's no point in writing it down for anybody, because you can't make money off it, so there's really no point. It's just kind of for your own personal enjoyment, more or less. So you're better off just keeping it in your head. So if anybody else does that, let me know, because sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that does that. And I don't really know enough people who are into fanfics. I can't write a fanfic about fictional characters that don't include myself. I always include myself, because I feel like I still, even though I have a lot of friends in places, I still always feel like I don't belong anywhere. And not in a bad way, because I am very independent as well. So, I don't know. I just feel like I don't fit in anywhere. So that's why I always include myself with famous characters. I mean, and maybe because the fact that, you know, when it comes to, like, say, Star Wars or Marvel, I want to meet the actors behind them someday. Certain ones. And certain ones more than others, obviously. But, as I said, time is the issue in writing anything, really. As far as time goes, I gotta now take down my fun, spooky setup. Which I didn't even use to its max potential, because some of the stuff back here has lights that I didn't use. But it's battery, and I didn't really have a whole lot of batteries, so just kind of had to roll with it. So yeah, I do have one more video to share with y'all, I think just one. I made a video of my lit up jugs and stuff outside. Now I had to run it through the thing multiple times just to brighten it up enough so that you could actually see them. I threw them all out, though. I did dump the water out and threw them all out yesterday, because I was just like, yeah, they're just going to take up space. So it's kind of a once and done thing. And I did get some compliments on that on Halloween, so I did get rid. That was literally the only thing I took down yesterday. Well, we're waiting for food to get here, but I gotta clean the rest of the stuff up outside, which isn't much. Put it away, and then put that stuff away. And set up for fall, because fall comes next, not Christmas. Thanksgiving is next, y'all. Just so you know. Put your fall stuff up, if you have any. And if not, guess what? It's 50% off at Walmart. Go buy some. They have, actually, my store has so much fall stuff left over, it is not even funny. But I think I have enough for this. So, Sunday, tomorrow, sometime after stream, I get this wonderful project to do. Yippee, yippee, yippee. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. If you work, shout out to you. If you don't and you go shopping, be nice to the people who work on Saturdays. 'Cause fuck you if you're not.